Hi guys, my name is Sierra and today I'm going to be doing my March wrap-up and February TBR. So first off, let me apologize if I sound weird. I'm getting over really bad allergies and my nose is all stuffed up and I've been kind of sick, so I apologize for that. So during the month of March, I only read 3 books, which is kind of disappointing, but I've been super busy with school and work lately. So, and one of the books that I'm currently reading is fairly large, so that's another reason I've only read a couple books this month. So the first book that I read was Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan, and I did not like this book. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars, and it was an overall good idea, but it was very cliche. Girl loves her best friend doesn't reciprocate the feelings, and it was written in so many different points of view that it was very confusing. And the thing that bothered me the most was, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but the chapters written in Naomi's point of view had like these emoji symbols or whatever thrown in there, which was really weird and distracting and felt like it didn't do a lot for the story. And I just didn't like the character of Naomi or the character of Eli that much, so I did not like this book. The next book that I read was for my Native American literature class, and again, I really like this book, so I'm including it in my overall wrap-up, and that is Winter in the Blood by James Welch. And this book was fantastic. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. But this is a story about a narrator who is really trying to find out who he is, even though he's in his, 30s, I want to say. He's still dealing with a lot of trauma that he faced in his childhood, and he's trying to figure out what he's going to do with his life and who he is. And I just thought this is a fantastic book. The writing was amazing, and I wish there was a sequel to this book because I would definitely read it. The last book, which was actually on my March TBR, but I never posted it, but I actually read it, was Hate List by Jennifer Brown, and this book is fantastic. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I would probably give it 4.8 out of 5 stars because I really hated Valerie's mom in this book. She was awful. This is a book about a school shooting, and the way it's written, there are newspaper articles in it, there are flashbacks, there are present day, there are further flashbacks. It sounds really confusing, but it's such a good book. This book was great. I love it. It's officially in my top 10 favorite books probably, but I wanted to read this for a long time and I was not disappointed by it. Now I'm going to talk about the books that I want to read in April. And the first book is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. That is the second book in the Song of Ice and Fire series, and I'm currently reading that right now. I'm about 200 pages in, so I definitely want to finish that by the end of April. And just keep trucking with the series because it's really long. But I want to finish the whole series by the end of the year. And then as far as that goes, I don't have many other books planned out to read during April. There are some that I would like to read. I'm going to read the Blithedale Romance by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And I'm also going to read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thomas. So those are 3 that I definitely know that I'm going to be reading: Blithedale Romance, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Clash of Kings. So those are 3 that I definitely know I'm going to be reading. And I have updated my TBR jar. It used to contain all the book titles on my shelves that I have not read, but I really didn't like that setup, so I switched it up to challenges. So I'm going to pick a challenge out of here to do. But if it's something that is too much, because there are some in here that are fairly lengthy, I will put it back and save it for the summer. First book in a series. We could definitely do that. And the first book in a series that I'm going to be reading is Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I've wanted to start this for a long time, and now I will, thanks to my good trusty TBR jar. So that's 4 books, definitely, that I'm going to be reading in April. Cinder by Marissa Meyer, Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, Blithedale Romance by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson. So thanks for watching. I will have a book haul up soon, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!